to the next point. We should ensure whatever we see is clear.
That means work is being done. We can see that it is in opposite direction.
My students, welcome to another opportunity to learn in mathematics by Mr. Yakubu Fidelix. Today, by the grace of God, we are treating a topic known as word problems leading to simultaneous linear equations. Word problems leading to simultaneous linear equations. Don't forget, I have told you before that simultaneous equations is a very broad topic. It therefore needs careful attention for proper understanding. With respect to that, please pay proper attention for better assimilation of this topic. Before solving problems under this subtopic, students should be able to translate words into figures and solve the problems simultaneously to obtain the values of the two unknowns by using the appropriate method of your choice. My students, before you solve problems under this topic, you should be able to translate words to figures. And that will give you an opportunity to solve the problem simultaneously by using any appropriate method of solving simultaneous equation. Any appropriate method of your choice, but preferably elimination method because it appears to be simpler or maybe easier. Examples. A two-digit number is such that the sum of its digits is 11. A two-digit number is such that the sum of its digits is 11. The number is 27 greater than the number obtained by interchanging the digits. Find the number. I take that example again because you have to understand the question very well before you can solve it. A two-digit number is such that the sum of its digits is 11. A two-digit number is such that the sum of its digits is 11. The number is 27 greater than the number obtained by interchanging the digits. The number is 27 greater by the number obtained by interchanging the digits. Find the number. The solution. The first step is let the digits be x and y. Let the digits be x and y, where x is the tens digit and y is the unit digit. Let the digits be x and y. That is step number one, where x is the tens digit and y is the unit digit. This implies that the number becomes 10x plus y. The number becomes 10x plus y. Then the question is, why is the number 10x plus y? The reason is because I said x represents the tens digit, so 10 times x, that gives us 10x. 10 times x, that gives us 10x. And y represents the unit digit, which implies that y times 1, because unit stands for 1. So y times 1, the answer is 1, is y. Y times 1, the answer is y. I take that again. X is the tens digit. So that gives 10 times x, which is 10x. And y is the unit digit, which gives y times 1 equals to y. So the number now becomes 10x plus y. 10x plus y. For instance, before we go into the solution of the problem fully, for instance, you are given a number. Let me do a small illustration here for proper understanding. Let me give a number 70. Why is this number called 70? The reason is because 0 is my unit and 7 is my tens. 0 is my unit and 7 is my tens. So this gives us 7 times 10 plus 0 times 1. 7 times 10 plus 0 times 1. 7 times 10, the answer is 70. And 0 times 1, the answer is 0. So when you find the sum, that is 70 plus 0, the answer is 70. That is why we have the number 70, which constitutes of 7 tens and 1 unit. It's the sum of 7 tens and 1 unit, as I have explained on the board here. So now, in the first sentence, the question says, the sum of the digits, a 2-digit number has the sum of 11. So my x plus y gives 11. First sentence, from the first sentence of the question. X plus y equals to 11. First sentence of the question. Then, so I name it equation 1. I name it equation 1. Then come to the second sentence. The number is 27 greater than the number obtained by interchanging the digits. When the digits are interchanged, it means that the 10th digit becomes the unit digit, and the unit digit becomes the 10th digit. When the number is interchanged, I take that again. The 10th digit becomes the unit digit, and the unit digit becomes the 10th digit. So what am I saying? The number becomes now 10y plus x. 10y plus x. When the digits are interchanged, then the number will be 10y plus x. Now, I take that second sentence because you need to understand that properly to enable you go further for solving. The number is 27. What is the number we are talking about? The number we are talking about is 10x plus y. 10x plus y. So, is 27 greater than the number obtained by interchanging the digits? So, greater there, you can see I apply a subtractional sign there. Then, in bracket, 10y plus x, which is the number obtained by interchanging the digit. Why do we have a subtractional sign there? Supposing I say 5 is greater than 2 by 3. 5 is greater than 2 by 3. Implies that 5 minus 2 equals 3. Implies that 5 minus 2 equals 3. So from the second sentence, we are told that the number, that is the original number, is greater. So that's why we have the subtractional sign there. Then the number obtained by interchanging the digits. So you can see that. I enclose that in the bracket. So I have 10x plus y minus bracket 10y plus x equals to 27. Now, by removing the bracket, minus 1 is multiplying the bracket there. Even though it is not written, but mathematically there is minus 1. Because any number times 1 equals to that number. That is why 1 is unseen there, but it's there. So, minus 1 multiplied by 10y, you have minus 10y. Minus 1 multiplied by 10y, you have minus 10y. And minus 1 multiplied by plus x will give you minus x. Minus 1 multiplied by plus x will give you minus x. So, the equation now is 10x plus y minus 10y minus x equals to 27. 10x plus y minus 10y minus x equals to 27. Collect the like terms now. By collecting the like terms, we have 10x minus x plus y minus 10y. 10x minus x plus y minus 10y gives 27. Now, what is the value of 10x minus x? Don't forget, x means 1x. So 10x minus 1x, just like 10 bananas minus 1 banana, you are going to have 9 bananas left. So that gives us 9x there. So also, plus y minus 10y, that is plus 1y minus 10y, by the idea of directed numbers, that will give you minus 9y. That will give you minus 9y. So the new equation now becomes 9x minus 9y is equals to 27. 9x minus 9y equals to 27. Now, to reduce that equation for better simplification, I factor out 9 as the highest common factor. I factor out 9 as the highest common factor. That is why you can see 9 is outside the bracket. Then 9x divided by 9, you'll be left with x. 9x divided by 9, you'll be left with x. Then minus 9y divided by 9, you'll be left with minus y. Minus 9y divided by 9, you will be left with minus y. And on the right, which is 27. 27 divided by 9, the answer is 3. 27 divided by 9, the answer is 3. So the new equation now is x minus y equals to 3, which is equation number 2. Now, the next step is you are to bring the two equations together and solve them simultaneously. Bring the two equations together and solve them simultaneously. So I have x plus y equals to 11, which is equation 1, and x minus y equals to 3. There should be an equation 1 written there, which is not. Then the next one should be equation 2. So please, my student, take note of that. So, you can now see that I use elimination method in solving this simultaneous equation. I use elimination method. And one of the fundamental rules of elimination method is that make sure the equations are balanced. Make sure the equations are balanced, in which I had explained earlier in our previous lessons. Now, when you look at x is balanced because the coefficient of x in equation 1 is 1. And the coefficient of x in equation 2 is also 1, meaning that your x is balanced. Also check the y. The coefficient of y in equation 1 is 1. And that of y in equation 2 is also 1. So show that y is also balanced. So you can choose to treat either x first or the y first. Any one you choose, you are still arriving at the correct answer or the same answer. Now, equation 1 plus equation 2. Equation 1 plus equation 2. Why am I adding equation 1 and 2? The reason is because I have considered or I have chosen to treat y. To treat y. And the second fundamental rules of elimination method is that if the signs of the balancing terms are the same, then you are to subtract the equations. If the signs of the balancing terms are the same, then you are to subtract the equations. Now, look at y. The sign in the first equation is positive, and the sign in the second equation is negative. So that shows that they are different. So they are the same, you subtract. If they are different, you add. So you can see the sign of the y there are different. So that suggests that we are to add the equations. So that is why I added equation 1 and 2. Now, x plus x, the answer is 2x. X plus x, the answer is 2x. And plus y, plus minus y, plus minus y. Look at it. My student, I have plus y in equation 1. Then I'm adding the equation as indicated here. So look at it. Then minus y in the second equation. Look at it. So you can see that I have two signs in the middle now, which is positive and negative. And positive, negative give us negative. So it means I have plus y minus y left. I am left with plus y minus y. And plus y minus y is 0. So that is why I neglected 0 there. I only consider the 2x. Then coming to the right, 11 plus 3, the answer is 14. 11 plus 3, the answer is 14. So, to find the value of x, I divided both sides by the coefficient of x, otherwise known as the multiplier of x. So, which is 2. So, the left becomes 2x over 2 equals to 14 over 2. And 2x divided by 2, you'll be left with x. Because 2 in the numerator divided by 2 in the denominator, you'll be left with 1. And 1 times x, the answer is x. Equals to 14 over 2 on the right. 14 divided by 2, the answer is 7. So, the value of our x becomes what? 7. So, we are to substitute the value of x in equation 1 for y. But don't forget, you are not restricted to any equation to use. You can use either 1 or 2. You are still arriving at the same answer. But as for me, I pick 1. So now, the value of x is 7. So in place of x there, I wrote 7. Plus y equals to 11. 7 plus y equals to 11. By collecting the like terms, when plus 7 crosses to the right, becomes minus. Because when a number crosses an equal sign, either to the left or to the right, the sign changes. That is why positive 7 changes to negative 7. So your y now becomes 11 minus 7. And 11 minus 7, the answer is 4. 11 minus 7, the answer is 4. Then, what is the number we are looking for? For the exception, I told you that the number is 10x plus y, in which I explained to your understanding. 10x plus y. Now, 10x means 10 times x. And what is our x? Our x is 7. So that is 10 times 7, which gives us 70. Plus y. What is the value of our y? The value of y gotten is 4. So that becomes 70 plus 4, which is equals to 74. Therefore, the required number that we are looking for is 74. Example number 2. A cyclist cycles for x hours. A cyclist cycles for x hours at 12 kilometers per hour and y hours at 18 kilometers per hour. Altogether, she cycles 78 kilometers in 5 hours. Find x and y. Understanding of the question is very important. That's the only key that will enable you to go further for solving. So I'm taking the question again. A cyclist cycles for x hours at 12 kilometers per hour and y hours at 18 kilometers per hour. Altogether, she cycles 78 kilometers in 5 hours. Find x and y. Solution. The first step is let the speed be v kilometers per hour. Because this question has to do with speed. The distance and the time. Speed in kilometers per hour, the distance in kilometers, and then the time in hours. So let the speed be v kilometers per hour. Time, t hours, and distance, d kilometer. Don't forget, my dear student, speed here is kilometers per hour. Distance is in kilometers, and time is in hour. Now, what is the definition of our speed? Based on our fundamental knowledge in physics, speed is defined as distance all over time. Speed is equals to distance all over time. So that means our v now equals to d over t. Our v equals to d over t. Then, from the question, 12 kilometers per hour, which means that our v is 12. That is why you can see me writing 12. You can see 12 is written there. Equals to our d. Our d is unknown. Our d is unknown. And what is our time in the question? It's x. X hours. That's why you can see d over x. D over x. Now, by finding the value of d here, you can see now that your d becomes 12 times x. Your d becomes 12 times x, which is equals to 12x. I name it equation 1. Also, from the question, our speed is 18 kilometers per hour. You see there? And our time is yr. So to find the distance, it becomes 18 times y, which is 18y. I name it equation 2. Now, the total distance from the question is 78 kilometers. 78 kilometers. So to sum up equation 1 and equation 2, we now have 12x plus 18y equals to 78. 12x plus 18y equals to 78. To reduce it for easier simplification, I divided the equation through by the highest common factor, which is 6. So 12x divided by 6 is 2x. Then 18y divided by 6, the answer is 3y. And 78 divided by 6, of course, the answer is 13. That gives us equation 3. Now, we have x plus y equals to 5, equation 1, and 2x plus 3y equals to 13, equation 2. By using the elimination method, you can see that the two equations are not balanced. So you have to balance it. And by balancing, I chose to balance x. Now, the coefficient of x in equation 1 is 1. And the coefficient of x in equation 2 is 2. Now, to balance x, I multiply equation 1 by the coefficient of x in equation 2, which is 2. So, 2 times x is 2x. 2 times y is 2y. And 2 times 5 is 10. You can now see that I have 2x in the second question and 2x in the third equation, which means that our x is balanced. Now, the second rule is that the sign attached to 2x in the first equation is positive. And in the other equation, equation 3 is also positive, which means that the two signs are the same. So the rule is we are to subtract the equations. We are to subtract the equation. So that is why I wrote equation 2 minus equation 3. 2x minus 2x, the answer is 0. So I neglected it there. Then 3y plus 2y, 3y minus 2y, the answer is y. 3y minus 2y, the answer is y. And 13 minus 10, the answer is 3. 13 minus 10, the answer is 3. So our y equals to 3. Now, we are to substitute the corresponding value of y for x in equation 2. So we are using equation 2. Equation 2 is 2x plus 3y. So you can see that our 2x is written plus 3y. But recall the value of our y. The value of our y is what? Is 3. So that becomes 3 times 3, which is equals to 9. And that gives us the right-hand side, which is 13. So let's collect the like terms now. 2x on the left, then plus 9, when crosses to the right-hand side, becomes negative 9. So 13 minus 9, the answer is 4. 13 minus 9, the answer is 4. Now we are looking for x. To find the value of x, we are to divide both sides by its coefficient, which is 2. So 2x over 2 equals to 4 also over 2. And 2x divided by 2, the answer is x, or 1x you can call it. The answer is x or 1x. And 4 divided by 2, the answer is 2. Conclusively, our x equals to 2 and our y equals to 3. My dear students, before we stop for the day, I have an assignment for you. Ensure you work on this assignment, please, for proper understanding. The assignment goes, in a 2-digit number, The sum of the digits is 8. The difference between the number and the number with the digits reversed is 54. What is the number? I repeat the assignment. In a 2-digit number, the sum of the digits is 8. The difference between the number and the number with the digits reversed is 54. What is the number? The reference of my research is New Journal Mathematics, SS2, by M.F. Macrae, Z.I. Chima, G.U. Garba, and et al. I'm wishing you the best, practice harder, and you appreciate mathematics better. I remain Mr. Fidelis Yakubu. You always get me through this contact, 080-2525-5287, 080-2525-5287. Stay safe and keep learning well. Thank you.